You know, I use Filmora to edit animations, and this time new features have come out in Filmora, and I'll introduce them again. I recommend it to anyone who wants to become a YouTuber, as even someone who has never learned video editing can learn it in 10 minutes. With the new feature of Filmora, audio visualization, you can even create music covers or make podcasts. What's more is that Filmora has created much more AI portrait effects, which are really special, fun, and suitable, especially for editing dance videos. Using these effects can make your videos much more attractive. If you are looking for more video and audio effects or any other assets, you can go to the online stock library, Filmstock, to download and apply them to your videos. There are over 10 million assets. You can check the download link in the description, and you can try Filmora all for free before you make any purchases. Keep in mind, the free trial will have a watermark, but here is the deal. Share this video on Twitter with the hashtag #MadeWithFilmora, and I will pick 3 lucky winners to get Filmora's free license.
I'm 20 years old and I suffer from insomnia. I also have sleep terrors, so normally nightmares come regular to me. But this one nightmare kept me up for over a day. I went to bed early because I had to pick up a package in the morning, and I'm scared of the dark, so I leave the bathroom light on at the end of the hall. I also sleep in a single bed on the opposite side of my headboard. Don't ask me why, I just never really liked them. But one night, I finally decided to sleep on the top end of the bed, and to this day, I never did it again. I fell asleep and my room flashed red, and I jolted awake, and then I fell back asleep shortly after. Now this was the first lucid dream I had had, and it felt like a new dream, but it wasn't. It was a nightmare. I rolled over and my foot was hanging off the bed, and at the end of my bed was a dark figure. That figure was wearing a trench coat, and it looked like it was wearing a cowboy hat or a fedora. And he said something that I could remember so clearly, because I remember moving my mouth, but I couldn't speak. The figure's mouth got extra wide and started pulling me in. He had large gnashing teeth, and I slowly felt like I was getting pulled in by my arm. And by the time my arm was fully devoured, normally people say when you die you wake up, but I didn't. I went through this loop of dying and getting pulled off my bed and shredded multiple times. I could feel the agonizing pain more and more, going through these loops. A doctor just continued to sit down with me, so I worked up enough strength to hold on to the other side of my bed, and the clocks that time said it was 4:30, and I went to bed at 1, so that means I must have died in my dreams at least 8 to 9 times, and I finally managed to end it by holding onto my bed and pulling myself and rolling over again, because it pulled the mattress on top of me and I flipped it over with me when I finally survived a loop. It must have been 5:30, and then I finally woke up, and the thing that scares me to this day is that I was on the floor and it was 5:30, and when I looked up to my right, I could see the dark figure, but it wasn't sitting. I bet it was standing next to the cupboard door. I was so scared and tired, then I immediately climbed on my bed quietly and just went back to sleep. I thought maybe it might have been a jacket because my jacket for work was black, and I hung it up on my door. When I woke up, there was nothing there, and to this day, I always separate my nightmares and night terrors based on that dream.